This morning we are gonna make roselle hibiscus jam. I have never made this before, but I figured I'd give it a try. Now I've had hibiscus tea and I love that, but I've seen that you can make hibiscus jam or jelly, so we're gonna try it. Okay, we're gonna mic up. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. And you already know, here come Nico with the mess. Let's see, is that a good place? Hope so. So I think it's just about an end to my okra. I got all this okra plus more in the freezer that I've chopped up. Um, if you looked at the bush out there, the okra bush, the leaves are starting to get thinner. So I don't know if that means that it's, at its end of its life cycle or if it needs more nutrients. I gave it more nutrients like 3 or 4 days ago. But when it hits cooler weather, okra tends to die out. But that thing has been prolific. It has been giving me okra after okra to the effect that I got to start giving some of it away. So all this okra on the counter right here, I am giving it to a close friend. She is gonna make gumbo. I'm gonna make okra soup with the okra that I have frozen. Oh, I have this over here too. It's just okra everywhere. And then for the hibiscus, hibiscus is great for high blood pressure, boosting your immunity, so many other things. But you want to pick hibiscus when it's plump and juicy like this. So if you've seen, I was like passing up some of they call them calyx, some of the calyx because they plump up after the flower dies off. So first you get these little small calyx, and then the flower blooms inside of it, and opens up, and then once that flower is done it dies off, and then these start to swell, and inside is the seed pod. Let me show you. So the part, well, you can eat both part. People eat the pod inside and the calyx, the outer part of the calyx. But if you pull these off like so, there is your pod full of seeds. Now oh yeah, we need to soak these. Hibiscus calyx are prone to mealybugs, so you want to make sure that you soak these before you make tea or your jam or your jelly. But what was I saying to you? Oh, if you wanted the seeds out of here, you would just let this dry. And then once it dries up, you can pop the seeds out of there. I got a couple, well, 3 over here that I saved so I can plant some next year. But you see, it's all dried up. And then if I open it, well, I'm gonna just try to shake a few out. Let's see if a few come. No, because I don't want to get it everywhere. Eh. Okay, okay. Don't embarrass me on this camera. You see the seeds? So it gives you seeds to plant it again. Now, in some zones, it's a perennial, but in my zone, I'm so itchy from the okra. Wear gloves when you harvest an okra, okay? Um, some zones, it's a perennial, but here in Arizona, they say that it dies in the winter, even though we have cooler or warmer winters. I got stuff all stuck on me. It still dies off. And so some people try to bring it in their homes and like try to, what do you call that? Winterize it or keep it, until springtime and bring it back out. I have never tried that because this is actually my first year growing it. I don't think I'll be trying it, so I'll just replant it again. It was fairly easy. I actually got mine as a seedling, but it was so easy to take care of. So what I'm gonna do is dump my calyx in the water. And now this isn't enough to make jam. Well, I guess you can make a small little amount of jam with this, but I have more that I have frozen and some that I got last night that haven't been frozen. So we're gonna use all of that. I'm so itchy from that okra. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of baking soda For the mealybugs, there's these little white oval shaped, flat oval shaped bugs that love hibiscus. And hibiscus is also called roselle hibiscus. I think the Hispanic community calls it halmica, and I think it is also called, oh crap, Jamaica, Roselle hibiscus, sorrel. You'll hear it called sorrel. I think that like the islands call it sorrel, like Jamaica and stuff. I gotta wash my hands. They are so freaking itchy. One thing about okra, it has like the little hairs on it, and they itch and they poke you. And I knew better. Ugh. All right, and then there's more of my okra, and then I got tons of it on the table. Look at that. And then I got my stash because I love okra. I really do. I got 2 bags of it. And so I just let this soak a little bit in that baking soda. You can also use vinegar. Sometimes I use both, whatever you prefer. And then once it is done soaking, then I separate the, do you call them petals? Because it's actually not the flower part, it's the calyx. I'm gonna say calyx petals from the pod. And so in jam, I am still itching. Do I got an allergic reaction? Friend. Got a little welt right there. Okay. Okay. Keep going. The pod is used in jam for the pectin. So this has natural pectin, like when you make jams and jellies like strawberry grape, you got to add the pectin to it. Well, with Roselle hibiscus, it's got a 2-for-1 special, right? You use the outer calyx, for the fruit of it, and you use the pod for the pectin. Yo, my hands are itching so bad. I'll be back. Okay, I think I got the itching under control because I was about to lose it. I took an allergy pill and put a little hydrocortisone on those areas. Okay. These look a little sad. I'm gonna throw them away. I was gonna tell you, growing okra, you gotta watch it, especially when it starts producing so much, because they'll get so long like this, and these are tougher, so they get more fibrous the longer that they get. So usually when they get super long, I'll just save them and let them dry out so I can have seeds for the next year. But if you like crunchy okra, then it shouldn't be a problem. But I find with the longer ones like this, you gotta chew more. So I try to get them when they're about this size. That's the size I like for, I don't even know the name of this variety, but I know there is some okra that produce really tall, really long, that is just fine. It's not as fibrous, but this one that I have, and I think this is just like a basic variety, it gets pretty tough. So, check in the middle, check in the weeds of things, because you might have one that is like, psh, I think I had one longer than this, and I was like, whoa, yeah, that's pretty tall too. And you can feel it and tell that it's very, very firm. I mean, they're supposed to be firm, but you can tell the difference from a medium one to one of these large ones. So just something that I learned. Okay, so I am going to rinse this. Excuse my dishes over here. I always got dishes, okay? But the thing about it is they're all clean. I use the other side of the sink as a drying rack. You don't care. It don't matter. Okay, so we're gonna drain this water off. Better yet, let me use my strainer. Okay. And even with doing this, I still sometimes find the mealy bugs inside on the pod. They attach very well. So you really want to inspect
You're, what the hell? You almost see me lose it. I don't play with bugs. I don't like it. Okay. This out one more time. Then I need another bow because I'm gonna separate the pods from the outer part, the calic leaves. I don't know what you call it. I need to look that up to see what that's called. A little tea break. I've been sipping on vanilla mint. It is so good. I think it's by, somebody correct me before because I said it wrong. Well, I'm gonna say wrong again. Twinen, that tea company brand, vanilla mint. I'll put a little right there for you so you can see what it is. It's so good. Like it's not overpowering the mint. And the vanilla just adds a smoothness to it. I don't know, I like it. I need to clean up. I'm glad you can't see the background. Okay. I'm still kind of itchy. Ugh. At least I ain't welting up this little area. Okay, focus. Okay, we need another bowl. We'll use this one. I love a good glass bowl, don't you? I do, I really do. Okay, so I got my frozen. I should have separated this from the pods, but I didn't. I think I was lazy. Okay, and then I got these from last night. Okay. They got little hairs on them too. Did you know, I got ADD or ADHD this morning. Did you know that hibiscus is related to okra? If you look at the plant, they do look similar, especially the way the leaves are and then the flowers. They usually open about 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes later. I'm gonna say 9, 10. The flowers open on the okra and the hibiscus. Beautiful. We'll go out and look at it. And plus I want to show you my hydroponics. I done started that back for the fall. Girl, quit talking. Okay. This is dangerous on the ledge, but we doing it. So I just separate. I seen this lady. She actually, and I tried it too. She cuts this part off and then the calyx just comes off. I actually did it one session. I'm gonna show you if I can find one. So you can peel it or you can just cut it, right? So yeah, you cut. Let me get a little closer. Let me get a little closer. So you cut the booty off, right? And then this part, the calyx, the outer part just slides off and then you got the pod all to yourself, right? Or you can peel it like I'm about to do. Either way, you know, if you get a little bit of red still on the pod, it don't matter. It's all going into the jam. Are you supposed to be getting up early? Oh, okay. Look at you being responsibility and stuff. I'm supposed to be paying attention. I got some rice water in the fridge. I like you to use on your hair. So you wash it with shampoo and then that rice water put in a spray bottle, saturate your hair. Let it sit for a good 15 minutes, then you can wash it out and condition your hair like you normally do, but I got it for you. I was gonna use it last night on my hair. I washed my hair last night, but I got lazy. It was getting too late. But I got it for ya. Okay, on this next batch, this morning's batch, I'm gonna show you how I do the cut method. Now, I don't think there's no right or wrong way to do this. Do it however you see fit. Maybe you got another way that's better than the 2 ways I'm showing you, but I'm just showing you, you know, the methods that I've seen. I was like, okay, let me try that. And then the little booty, I mean, you could throw it back in there, but I was throwing mine away. I don't know. So let me get you closer, friend, so you can see how I'm doing this. I don't know if either way is faster than the other, but I guess it just depends on what you want to do. But that's a gnat. Ari had well, you know, we got gnat issues anyway, so I ain't gonna blame it all on Ari. I do a little slit on the side after I chop that back part off, that booty off, and then I just pop it out of there like that. Ari had carved a pumpkin, and here in Arizona, look, that thing rotted within like 2 days, you know. Back in my hometown in Wichita, Kansas, you have a pumpkin, shoot, all the way until springtime, that thing was still stay alive. But it started rotting, and of course, the gnats, here they come. Because we also got that little doggy door on the sliding glass door, and so I think that's how they be getting in. Sometimes you will have the petal, it didn't fall off, attached, so don't be scared. Just take it off, rinse it off. It's gooey. It'd be real gooey feeling, so just in case you're like, what's this? Now this one I shouldn't have clipped off. It ain't plumped up enough, but we gonna take it. So that's what I was doing this morning. I was evaluating which ones was the plumpest, because you want them plump. So we got them separated, and even, oh, we got one of the pods in. I took the frozen, itchy, frozen pieces out and separated them. And I'm gonna do one more rinse. One thing I was gonna tell you, once you cut or rip the outer part, they do bleed, so your fingers will get dyed. I don't know if you can tell. So if that's a problem for you, I would use gloves. And whatever you're cooking in or using, you wanna not care about whether it's gonna stain or not, right? So I'm gonna rinse one more time just because I really wasn't paying attention and looking for the millibugs, just to be honest with you. So I just wanna do one more rinse. I was yapping and running my mouth to you, so it's not your fault though. Sometimes I can be a a yapper. Okay, I think that's good. And we'll do them one more again. And then if I have a few more calyx on the tree. So if I get another good harvest, those ones I will dry so I can have hibiscus tea for, you know, the winter, spring. And then about May, I think, is when you can start April, I believe. Don't quote me on none of this. But I believe for Zone B, you can start in April indoors, plant your seeds. And then May, you can take them outside. Or May, you could just plant them in the ground. But hibiscus, Roselle hibiscus, whatever you want to call it, sorrel, loves heat. So you typically want to plant them late spring. Oh, she okay? Like he was about to throw up. Dogs just be doing stuff. Always in something. You don't know what they've been in, especially going outside. You know what I mean? Like, Poo Poo, you okay? You all right? You need a bath. Hi, Nico. We know you all right. What was I telling you? Friend, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm just going to start where I think I left off. And if it's a repeat, my bad. So they love heat, right? And so they thrive in heat. But you won't get the blooms and the fruit until, what is we in? This is November 1st today, friend. Yesterday was Halloween. You won't get the buds growing until August, September-ish. And then October is when it'll start, you know, do I say fruiting? The flowers die off and then you can take the fruit from it. So yeah, October. I think that's right. I don't know. Look it up, friend. Look it up. Look it up. Okay, so we need a pot. We're gonna start with the pods because we want to make the gelatin, the pectin, right? That's how they say to do it. Let me find my recipe because I ain't never did this before. We're doing this together. I thought I had the recipe saved somewhere. Now, all you need is water, a little bit of lemon juice for the acidity and setting, they say, and sugar. I don't want to use sugar. I want to use honey. And some people add additional flavors. Huh? I'm just recording. What he got to say?
So she's recording her. She's been influencer.
What do you want, macaroni?
Hi, did you get your,
Hi, Mama.
did you get your booty waxed too?
No, not from my child. I said that somebody else can do it, but I'm not letting her wax my butt cheeks. I know Ari did ask me if I would. I was like, girl, like I love you. Like Ari has TMI seen me naked, but I don't want you to be seeing them inner parts. Okay, I'm back, friends. Sorry, Ari's grandparents called and I had to yap it up with them. But we are about to start our hibiscus. I think where I left off, I was saying that you could add different flavorings to your hibiscus jam. You could put ginger in there, cinnamon, whatever you want to, like, you know, change the flavor profile to what you like. But I'm just gonna make regular hibiscus jam this time around. So what am I in this cabinet getting? Oh, my measuring cup. Okay, so I am going to get 2 cups of water. I'm going to use my filtered water over here. Usually when I cook, for the most part, I use filtered water. I don't really fool with tap water, especially not here in Arizona. That water is disgusting. I never knew that there was like different qualities of water. It tastes like chemicals basically. But anyways, okay, so I got my pot, bam. And we're gonna start with the pods first to get our pectin to release. So this is 2 cups of water. I'm gonna do just 1 cup first. I don't know why, I just felt like I need to do 1 cup first. And we are going to add our pods. This is about, I would say 3 to 4 cups. Of pods. Okay, and then we are going to bring this to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2 cups. Bring that to a boil, baby. Turn that heat down a little bit. Now, what it says is you want to bring it to a boil and allow it to start thickening. And I can see a little thickness to it. She's getting thick. All right, I'm making hibiscus jelly jam. Will you try some when it's done? Will you be my guinea pig?
Sure will.
Now, you know, I don't really do a lot of sweet stuff just because of the whole SIBO situation, but I'm gonna try a little bit of this. Dang, my lemon's as hard as a rock. It said add a little lemon juice to it. Look how hard these lemons is. Now I'm gonna see if I can squeeze something out of there. I got some frozen lemons. You know, I like to slice up my lemons and freeze them for my teas and stuff. Are you like that tea?
It's okay. It's not what I put out honey.
I was about to say you should add honey to it. I know you gotta have everything sweet. I think it's getting thick enough. The pectin has released. So then what they do is remove the pods. It's so cool that I am making something that I grew. You got to start a garden, friend. Even if you just got a little bitty space, start your herb garden. That'll be really, because herbs are so, excuse me, I'm about to choke. So tolerant to beginner mistakes. That's what I started off with, a herb garden. I had rosemary, oregano. Oregano is so easy to grow. Chamomile. I think Paul's home. Or that might be the, no, that's the airplane. What else did I have, friend? I think lemon balm. I had all the like basic herbs. And it was so therapeutic for me. I enjoyed it. Okay, sometimes you'll get some of the seeds from the pod. You can get those out, but I've seen some people leave them in. So I got like 1 or 2 in there. I ain't gonna worry about that. Then, now you wanna add your petals or the calyx outer part into here. So we're gonna do that. Remember, I rinsed them off again. Something is stuck in my throat. We're gonna cook this down until the petals get tender. And then you could blend it or emulsify it to get, you know, that smooth jelly consistency. But before you do all that, I believe you got to add your honey and your lemon juice or whatever flavorings you want to add to it. Oh, you know what else would be good? A little bit of vanilla extract. I think that would be good. I ain't gonna get crazy with it though. I'm just gonna keep it very simple. So the recipe that I'm using calls for 3 to 4 cups of red hibiscus calyx, 1.5 cups to 2 cups of the seed pods, 2 cups of water, as you've seen, and then 1 to 1.25 cup of sugar, or 3/4 cups of honey, 1 tablespoon of lemon or lime juice, and then additional flavorings you could do is the grated ginger, cinnamon stick. Oh, it has it on here, vanilla extract. So cook the calyx in the pectin-rich liquid, bring to a boil, and then reduce the heat for about 15 minutes until the calyx or calyces, is that how you say it, plural, are soft and pulpy. Got that. Looking good, friend. Now those pods, I could put them in my compost. These right here. I'm gonna get them to the worms. I'm gonna double check, make sure they can have it though. But it is starting to render down. Starting to look like if you were to make, what's that called? Berry compote. I need to drink some water. Something is like stuck in my freaking throat. And then I'm gonna do this honey, raw and unfiltered, white honey. Since those lemons is hard as a rock, I also got 2 frozen slices. Nobody told you to show it. And I'm gonna put this in here while the calyces. No, it's not ready yet. I gotta still sweeten it. I think she's ready to be blended, friend. So I took the lemons out. I don't know if you can see, but I did. And we are going to, this might not be high enough to blend. Oh, okay. I thought I really had scooped something out. This stuff thick. This ain't your average honey. Okay, they are open. Look at that. Who would have thought an okra flower would be that pretty? You know? Beautiful. I love seeing them open and just showing off.
Ooh, good morning. Been out in the garden. This morning's harvest, more okra. Can you see? We got a couple little hibiscus in there. Nothing to, tell your mama about. But look what I got. I got a watermelon. I got a watermelon. So I did the test. It said if it's not shiny and it makes a thunk noise, and then you're looking for a yellow spot on the bottom where it lays, that lets you know that it's potentially ready. I don't know. It looks like it has lost its shine. It is pretty dull. So I'm gonna cut into it in a minute. Oh, did these mold? They did. No.
Got mold?
Take that outside. Oh, it's on my hibiscus seeds. I get more. Oh, my hibiscus seeds started molding. I guess I should have laid them out like I typically do, like on a towel. I'm using my air fryer that I only use for like my gluten-free stuff. So I got my gluten-free bagel in there so we can try the hibiscus jam. And I will use a toaster, but the fam uses the toaster and I didn't want to cross-contaminate. But yeah, I should have laid the hibiscus pods out on a dry towel or a rack to let them dry. I just stuck them in that little container. I don't know if I just showed you. It was gross. But yeah, they all had mold on them. So I'm going to have to start over. Thank goodness I still have some hibiscus calyx on the tree, so we'll be okay. But I want to seeds for, the upcoming season. So we're gonna try our hibiscus jam. The jam. She's been in the fridge. She's been waiting on us. I let Ari taste it, Paul taste it, and they both really liked it. I actually recorded, but using the new mic, I didn't turn it on, so we got no sound. So there's that. I only got one piece of the bagel. I don't want too much bread. I'm only doing this for the purposes of this video. I don't want too much bread in my system, even if it is gluten free. Look at the color. It's so pretty. I already said that it tastes like strawberry jelly, and I gotta agree with her, it does. It was so good. This was worth the growing and the harvesting. Mm. And my second flush, or my second harvest, I'm taking the calyx from those and letting them dry out so I can make hibiscus tea through the season. Let me show you. Got my jar with my hibiscus already in there, and then I got some more that's drying. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, let me stop.